Hey everyone, welcome back to another session of Hawkeye Traders Tools. And today I want to come back to the Hawkeye scanner. And I found one idea. It popped yesterday, but I definitely think there's more upside and you want to take advantage of it. At the same time, I'm going to talk about Facebook because everyone is going over the debacle and what sort of opportunity you actually missed. Well, you in fact missed an opportunity because there's a tool, one particular tool that you can acquire from the Hawkeye Trader Tool Indicator toolbox and use to not only guide you, but also know when to exit a trade. That's very important because you want to ride the trend and you want to make sure you exit when there's no longer anything for you there. And that's why this one is called the Hawkeye Trend Plus Stops. And that's one of the easiest tool that you can have. Last week I talked about roadkill and those dots, how you can enter based on those dots. Well, this week I'm going to talk to you about how to ride a trend and in a very visual phase, how to exit it, and that will help you. Now, if you're a professional trader, or if you're someone that actually it's making a living out of trading, perfect. Then remember what I said before. You want to have as many tools that will, it doesn't matter if it only gives you a 1% advantage. That 1% makes a difference between someone that makes $10,000 and someone that does not make a trade, or someone that actually stays too long in a trade. Don't you think? So let's start. First, I'm going to just minimize myself. And as usual, let's go to the Hawkeye scanner. Every day, I don't have to chase the market. This data comes to me. End of the day data from the Hawkeye Traders team. I get everything. And it caught my eye, MRVL, Marvel Tech. Today, well, last night, I got close to 157 long alerts between trend change and the roadkill. So MRVL Tech is a company that trades in the NASDAQ, is technology, and is in the semiconductors, the semis. Now, everyone is talking about AMD. Everyone talks about NVIDIA. Guess what? Yesterday, let's see if we can actually come up with this and take a look. Yesterday, MRVL pop, and it was pretty nice. Like I said, it doesn't mean that it's over. There's more to it. Yesterday, 7.34%, it popped 4 points. That was really good for the weeklies. But I found an opportunity that you truly want to take. Now, let's go to the chart and let's go over the signal that we have. Because that particular signal, according to our Hawkeye scanner tool, it's aggressive, roadkill, volume aggressive. That's long position between 60 and the 240. That's a 4-hour chart and the 1-hour chart, and roadkill, volume, long. There you go. Those are the ones that are triggering this idea. So as you can see, applying Hawkeye Traders tool, you were jumping somewhere between 59.45 and the second level of that trend. That will be 58.72. Full continuation. You have in this trade close to 9.59%. Remember, you translate that into options. You're looking for at least a 100% on those weeklies. If we look at this, it may think at any time we definitely have to consider we may have a pullback back to the 61.95 or back to 59.86. That's all right. But you can see that we have a trend. We have the entry of roadkill at the same time aligned with Hawkeye Trends Plus Stop. That's important. We are aligned. And here's what I want you to take a look at. Look at the volume, how the volume is picking up. Do you see that? Boom, right there, the volume picked up. Very important. Usually what happens is that we should have a pushback, just a retest of that volume that entered the asset. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. That's just the way it works. Or we just have a continuation in the direction of the trend. If that's the case, what I think we have to do is this. We have to measure initially, very conservative, from the bottom to the high that we have so far. And in the 1 hour, that's the 60-minute, presume and expect based on probability and the full heat map green plus this volume plus 1, 2, 3 entries on roadkill and trend continuation that we are in the presence of a breakout, a bullish breakout. Now, all we have to do is project what we have. So far, we have 6-7 points estimated. We're going to push that higher. Let's go for 7 points. And that 7 points estimated will give us a target, an upside target of $71. That simple. Do you find that what I'm doing requires you to go to NASA or have a fancy degree from Harvard? It doesn't. Right now, trading, investing is one of those things that you can do. You can prepare yourself. You can train yourself, read a couple books. And in this case, get one of the best tools that are out there, technical tools. This is one of the best tools you can find, Hawkeye Traders tools. And you can see how easy it has been for me to project this. Now, the second part of the story is I will guide you. It's not a secret. I use Quote Media. And I found one particular trade. They don't have the monthly December expiration. Not sure if it will pop, but so far we have November 19. This is the monthly expiration. And this particular trade already went up yesterday, 265% up. But there's more to it. The delta so far is 20%, gamma 0.4, that's all right. Open interest, it's 2,874 contracts. That's pretty decent. So if you look at the contract high, that's $2.08. Now, I do apply price rotation. That means, for example, if I were to say how much money I can make, probably 150% on this one. I think we can aim for 200%. So what you will do is that if you get filled somewhere around 80, 90 cents, I repeat, 80 to 90 cents, then if you're looking for a fast profit, you look to set your sell limit. I repeat, set your sell limit at 190. So you bank on that idea. Then I think we should be looking to exit at least close to $273 on this particular contract. That would be very conservative if things were just to go business as usual, and we definitely hit, not necessarily hit in the money, but be very, very close. And the expectation is that there will be just a continuation in the direction of the trend. That's all it is. So again, I didn't have MRVL tag on my radar, but thanks to Hawkeye Scanner, at the end of the day, I take a look at these couple companies like McDonald's is on that one. You may want to take a look at Southwest Airlines, LUV, and also Match Group has been doing very well, MTCH. Those are other ideas that I can share with you right away thanks to the Hawkeye Scanner. Perfect, great. So I like when we do these videos, besides showcasing the power and how easy Hawkeye Traders is to use. I want to go and talk a little bit more about what happened with Facebook the other day. And let's take a look at Facebook applying Hawkeye Trends plus Stop. This particular, just take a look from the, first we start monthly, then go weekly. And there are two views here. The first view is, see how easy this one is. So if you look at the long-term performance of Hawkeye Trends plus Stop, this is very easy. First, although heat map, it's red, it favors sell. We have volume coming in, and then you are preparing yourself. This is just a leading indicator in how you have to position yourself. The red dot allows you just to be careful, watch out for the position. But as soon as we turn green, we switch from red to green, that's where you have your entry. So let's say back on April of 2020, you're looking for, of course, crisis and everything. But remember, crisis equal opportunity. So therefore, as soon as you have the green, you have to think that something, it may be changing from the technical aspect, something that is volume, market condition, and you cannot perceive that yet. But Hawkeye, it's indicating that something is brewing on the market on that particular asset. All right. Now, with Hawkeye Scanner, you can say on the second dot, green dot, that's your entry. So you're looking to catch a falling knife. You're looking to trade for a living and be as efficient as you can possibly be. That's what you want to do. So let's say you go on this one on the high to be very aggressive with the perspective, and then you continue, and at that top you make 44%. Then this is one trade. The pullback in between the levels of the dot line, that's your opportunity to reload on a bullish leg. So do you have a bullish leg? Then the pullback is an opportunity for you to load more. So your second trade yields about 21%, 43% on the first trade, 21% on the second trade. Now, the market goes sideways, as you can see, in a period between November all the way to March of this year. And then once again, from the red, we switch back to green. You probably don't take it immediately. You take probably the second or the third green dot within the trend line. That's what is called Hawkeye trend plus stops. And then once again, you join the trend. And at the high, you have another 36% of your money trading Facebook. The key thing is, as soon as you have the first red, yes, the first red dot within the trend plus stop tool, then what do? At that point, you basically say, okay, this is my cue, this is my signal to exit. So if you didn't take profits at this high, you probably are just getting out of the trade at a 32.75% profit. That's powerful. So this is just a pattern in how you follow and stay as long as you can, just watching the charts and letting the tool guide you. It's pretty simple. The question here is what is going to happen now, because there are two versions of the story. If we take a look at the weekly, definitely we are past the second bar. We're on the second level, which can be close at $319, $320 for Facebook, and that calls for a buy. However, just remember that there's another bar, the second shade. There's like a third shade here. Take a look at this. The second shade of the trend. This is where it's the real test coming in. And that brings us to 305. That doesn't mean that there's not an opportunity for it to bounce from this level. But if you take a look, what you want is to have a full green bar by the end of the week. So I'm recording this Thursday. So by Friday, when the market is closing, you want this weekly bar to have some sort of green to justify for you to buy and continue in the direction of the trend, where we can go and retest 357. Now, it's very visual. There's no to deny that we have a red bar on the heat map. That's something that is absolutely there. Now, if you look at the monthly, well, yeah, the monthly view, you have a full green, and it's not to say that we don't realize that there's liquidity and level here back at 298, but that will be just basically what this sort of shade of the trend plus stop is showing. We can basically go to 303, snap 298, and that will be the last opportunity for the bulls to control Facebook. That's just what you have to see. This is very black and white. This is not subjective. This is exactly what the tool is saying. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, if you look at the daily, because I want to show you how powerful is Hawkeye trend plus stops. This is very basic. Again, as soon as you see the red showing up, the red popping in your trend, then that's a call for you to exit, for you to protect. So if you don't want to exit, at least what you have to do is to move up your stop loss. And in this particular buy, which is the last buy in the direction of the trend before this deeper pullback, you look for 9-10%, which is doable, especially if you're trading with margin. But if you didn't actually exit at a 9% or 10% profit, then in the middle of the range, you are actually exiting with a 5% profit. And that right there, it's your exit. Red dot, somewhere between 373 to tops 360. You're exiting, because after that, okay, look at what you have. You have a 9% pullback. Now, the essence also is to think that tech, when we talk about American tech, it's overweight, but overweight in the sense of the value that the indexes in the U.S. have when it comes to these companies like Facebook, Amazon, Apple, and at some point even Tesla as well as part of the whole story. That's what is called the fat man. So you have to consider that. Also, the one point I want you to see is that we do have evidence that there's a lot of buying volume. This is actually, it's stopped. This can be considered the stopping volume initially, and we can absolutely have an automatic rally. This is talking a little bit more about volume vocabulary, and I will be adding these more and more in our presentations. But when it comes to product presentation and the tool set that Hawkeye offers, I think that anyone that looks to start in trading, or remember, just to have that edge, 1%, 3% that, top athletes have. They have that 3% advantage, and that's all you need. That's all you need to win the game. Think about F1, for example. 1-2 seconds, that makes the difference between who's going to go to the podium and claim the number one spot versus the guy that's going to be number two. It's the same. And look at how easy it has been for us to trade and to start adding positions on Facebook. There's a lot of value guys that they want to just go and see if there's value in Facebook. But then once again, remember, you have to make a difference between the blip and the reality of how the American technology dominates. You have seen what happened in China. There's nothing safe unless it's supported by the Communist Party of China. But in this case, American tech, they might not be the best out there. They might have their flaws, absolutely. But when it comes to your money, it still today is the safest place to be. Bet on America once again. Today, I thank you for watching. Remember, I'm just going to say this. You definitely have to give it a try. We have different packages. There's the professional package that I think we're placing right away in the description of this video. Don't wait anymore. You have seen how easy it is. You have seen the opportunities we're getting with the scanner as well. We're preparing everything. I think finally in about 3-4 weeks, we're going to have it available. But we are going to have these different sessions where I come and share with you what is happening and what has my attention. I'm not only going to give you the sense of idea, okay, this is the scanner, this is what it's giving. I'm going to also give you exactly ideas and how you can make 100 to 200% on your money. We did it on the Vaughn Energy. How I got to that idea? Hawkeye scanner. That's all it is, guys. Don't work hard, work smart. Again, if you're ready, and I think you are, go to the description of this video. Pick the professional package. Give it a run. Test drive, like a car, right? Give it a go. See how you feel. And if you have any questions, remember you have a full team waiting for you to answer your questions. We also have Jordan, Drew on the phone. They can answer any questions you have about our packages and our software. And as usual, come back for more information, watch these videos, and learn how to unleash the power of the Hawkeye Traders tool. I thank you for watching, and I see you on the next video. Ciao, ciao.